Now then, boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here, and welcome back to another episode of the Blackburn Rovers career mode, where currently we still sit top of the table. So what a happy time it is, 20 games into the Premier League, to be a Blackburn Rovers fan. And that is by big part to this man right here, Callum Grant, because in the last episode, he went absolutely off. He now has 9 goals in 11 appearances. He's doing an extremely good job right now, the 30-year-old, of keeping Marcus Rashford, who also is 30 and has been on fire, out of the starting 11. But with these two up top and both firing on all cylinders, there's no way that we mess up top spot. Or at least I hope not. We're going to be heading into the January transfer window in this episode, which does mean some transfers because we need a new centre-back. With Bella Kotchap going to Barcelona, centre-back is definitely a position that we need to start investing in. And we've got some big games and some winnable games. A cup match. So I'd like to win the FA Cup this season. And of course, Real Betis are the side we're going to be taking on in the Europa League in February. That's going to be a massive tie sandwiched in between Newcastle and Manchester City. And I'd like a little bit of revenge against Manchester City. But with all that said, let's push forward, lads. If you're new to the channel, smash subscribe, hit the like button. You know the good stuff to do. And let's advance forward. Let's get into this window. And as we enter the window, we're going to be waving goodbye to Bella Kotchap. We knew this was going to happen. He's actually come in and played well. He's not got injured this season either. One of the main reasons we were letting him go is he's heavily injury prone, but he's actually played really well this season, which is definitely making me doubt this deal. But I mean, he was Barcelona, so we probably have to negotiate with them regardless. Some good news for the squad though is that returning players Tyler Adams and Florian Balogun from injury, so we're nearly back up to a full strength team in terms of squad. 0 injuries in the team right now. But regardless of players coming back, we need another centre back, and this is a player that we've been looking at for a long time. Hopefully, now we can get the deal done. Pesha is definitely someone we looked at really closely in the summer and just never really got around to getting a deal done. I'm going to pay £10 million over. And I'm hoping that that £10 million will go very far and will indeed get us the opportunity to sit down with Pesha. And hopefully, this shouldn't be a difficult contract to negotiate. I don't imagine he's on ridiculous money at Sporting. And as we can see, his current wage is pennies compared to some of the wages that we see in modern day football. So we should be easily able to match this. 4 years. I want a good, decent 4 years out of him as well. I don't even know if we've got 4 years left in this series with the way we're playing. I'm going to pay him 40 grand and I'm going to give him a mil signing on. That's not ridiculous for a player. Oh, he actually wants more. So it's a good job that we went so high, or else we might have lost out of him. But there we go. This might be the only signing of the window that we need to get done, but it is a sign-in that we definitely needed to get done. So there's Pesha joining us, and although he's good enough to be a starter, I still think Yorkiemann has that little spot in my heart, so he's probably still going to be the starting centre-back. We'll take a see. We'll take a see. We did pay quite a bit for him, but I think someone who's 84 rated, high caliber centre-back, genuinely high caliber centre-back. And I feel like we've got more wiggle room at the minute, though, in terms of players, just because we're sitting top of the Premier League. If we weren't, then maybe we'd have to ship out a few more of the bigger names. But I am intrigued in this window to see how many offers we get for some of the bigger names. We're also going to kick off this episode in terms of games with only achieving a 1-1 draw against Wolves. And Tellus bagging the goal for us, of all people, but Hechan had already scored for Wolves. And this is a little bit of a poor performance, I think, in terms of the sim. Hopefully, we can bounce back though straight away here in the FA Cup in the first played game of this episode. Full strength 11, as strong as possible for us, and I've opted with Callum Grant because it is 2 sims in a row now that Marcus Rashford has not been able to find the back of the net, and of course Callum Grant just seems to be more consistent up top at the minute, but Rashford is on the bench if needed. And I really want to go far in the FA Cup this season. I want as many trophies as possible because this is a pretty strong and deep squad now. So it should be good enough to do something in the FA Cup. First I have Mavidi, who is a beast. Yorkiemann up there to Gio. Has Gio spotted a good ball in? He might have done. That was okay to Gregory. Not enough. Early free kick taken by Callum Grant. Not really my ideal scenario, but Callum Grant does brilliantly there. He wins the ball back there too. And I'll pull that one back and whip it straight across into Gibbs White. I thought I'd made the right turn. I probably should have gone near post. Let's see if we can whip a decent corner in now, though. See if we can have any danger. That wasn't very big danger. Although Bassi recouped it. Gave it to Sarr. And then to Gregory. Gregory waits, gives it to McKinney. McKinney out to Callum Grant. Oh, he hit that pretty hard. Henderson equal to it, though. So, I mean, as much as we'd like to put this amount of pressure on, without the goal, doesn't really mean a right lot. Forest free kick in a game that has been devoid of much happening. And nothing's going to happen if that's the ball they're playing. And I feel like I've done enough there with Gio. I did. Can I knock this one forward? Centellas. Do I have the bodies I need? Centellas should be able to go beyond his man here. It was a nice idea. Needed to loft that one. So far in this game, we do feel very scrappy. Kai Gregory. That one out wide. Go on then, lad. Just loft that one in. Oh, if it just drops in between the two defenders, it's probably a goal from Callum. To Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White then. To Centellas. Centellas lofts it in. It's Kai Gregory, though. Of all people to be stood there, is Kai Gregory. He's just too short. We can't really get off the mark here. We're struggling to find anything. We're keeping Nottingham Forest extremely quiet, but we are not performing to the level I expect. Please, just give me anything in this second half. All we need is one goal. I've gone full strength for the cup match, and we might pay for it because it just doesn't feel like we could finally open it. Also feels like at any moment they might score, and that just makes me feel very uncomfortable. Here come Forest, just trying to knock off them in any way, shape or form. Oh my god, what a save, Turner. Alex Myton going closer. I think we looked at him at one point, can't remember, but I think we did. Do not let Noosa have the ball. Centella's going down there, lets Noosa have the ball. McKinney wins it, and he keeps it, and Gio then loses it, and that is shocking. But a great save again from Turner. Matt Turner fully saving me. I'm so used to that at this point. Matt Turner just saves me consistently. How have they been given a free kick here? I'm not sure. This came from the last opportunity. I'm not too sure how or why, and I've messed it. Have they messed it up? They messed it up. Turner saves it. It's still going to be them. Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. Oh, it's over the bar. Forest feel like a different team this second half. They feel like a different team altogether. Win that, Bassey. Get to it. Oh, my God. Vidi's going to score. I mean, it's been coming. Why are we so woeful all of a sudden? It's just lofted in. Bassey probably should be competing better, and Turner just couldn't get out quick to it. I can't be mad at Turner in the slightest. In the entire build-up to that, Turner was saving us, and we've not really touched the football this second half. Well, then Callum. That's terrible from Gio. It's just absolutely not the pass you needed to be played right there. This has got so much pace against Ethan Laird. Laird can cut it inside to Thomas. But his footwork is good. I smell maybe a second goal here for Nottingham Forest. That is disgusting, and I smell it. I told you. I could feel it coming. Nottingham Forest's second half have come out like Barcelona. We're going to crash out of the FA Cup. There is nowhere near enough time to get back into this, so I'm just going to make the substitutions. Why not? Let's just get players on. We are out of this game. I love to always feel like we can fight back. We're not going to fight back in this one. We barely even touched the football this second half, to be honest with you. I think we've had one, maybe two chances tops. It's been all Nottingham Forest. Palmer to Rashford. Good footwork, Marcus. Really good footwork. Really good finish. There's not really enough time, though, left on the clock to make it 2-2. We will give our best, but we've got to keep faith in Rashford, haven't we? That was lovely. Only minutes. I'm just going to go for it. We're just going to press. Or at least I think we're going to press. And I'm just going to see if we can just sneak anything. All I need is the opportunity to have at least one chance. That's all we need to have. And I don't feel like Forest are going to give us it. Look, yeah, they're not. They're just going to keep playing the football like that. That is perfect way to waste time. And then they're going to have this throw in, and they're just going to waste time. But, I mean, we were sloppy. Will they give me the time to break away with this? They might do. No, they won't. And there we go. That is it. We're going to lose 2-1. We come crashing out of the cup, and that is disappointing because we played our full strength 11. I feel like my team always has a dip in form, though, at some point in the season, and this just might be it. Turner and Lewis bid. I mean, I know I'm rejecting Turner instantly, and for Lewis, there's no way I'm letting him go to Leicester. We're just going to reject that. Too important to this team right now. We need to keep him around. Now, Zach Steffen is leaving at the end of the season on a free. I don't know why it shows you the cutscene of him, like, walking out the club. He leaves at the end of the year. So next season, we will need a backup goalkeeper. If we're heading into the Champions League, what we got here? We've got Carson Johnson, who I need. Why is he gone already? Has he actually left? We need to check. No, he's still here. That's fine. He's still here. I just needed to double check on that one. Transfer bid for Sarr, and that is actually a good one for Udinese. And then Carson Johnson, I'm going to reject that. But that bid for Sarr is super appealing because he's not playing that much. And with Tyler Adams coming back from injury, he's going to play even less. So I'm going to accept the bid for Sarr. Now, it's Tottenham next. next, and they are not far behind us. This would give them such a good opportunity to claw Black Point, and I'm really not about that right now. I'm going to start Pear, Shears, and Bassey for the first time, and Tyler Adams is going to come back into the team for the first time. He's not wearing the captain's armband, though, and we're going back to Rashford up top. Of course, I got to give the armband, though, to turn. It's just got to be the way that it is. You know what? I might actually drop Grant for this one. Not that he's not going to play at all. Like, I'm going to keep him fresh for the next game, and then we'll keep Balogun on the bench. Balogun can come in, get a little bit of game time. Now, our record in past seasons has not been so good against the big sides, but in this season, we have done pretty well against the big team. So, fingers crossed, it'll be good again for this game away to Tottenham. They do play the dreaded three at the back, though. It's just, I don't know. It's just a nightmare for me to play again. I'm going to be a little bit more composed. I feel like we've been rushing the football a little bit in that last game. And maybe if we just slow it down a little bit more, wait for the gaps to open just a bit more, then we might have a little bit more success. We find a great ball in there to Kubo. Can't get it across. I'm going to keep it, though. And then I'm going to pull it back. Whip that one in. Find Rashford. Rashford's footwork is just so good. We'll take a corner. I feel like it's been ages since I scored a corner as well, so maybe the time is now. Not with a ball in like that. Massive game for Shears in the back line today too. Spurs obviously don't want to be fourth. They want to be pushing up the table. So they're going to be pushing this game real hard to try and climb up that table. I'm going to be pushing as hard as possible to not let them climb up the table. And that's going to be a great takeaway from Kubo. That was lovely into Guri. Shears does react perfectly. That wasn't really the ball I was looking for, but we'll take it. Gio into Rashford. Ah, he's waited. He's waited too long. So Gio Reyna is an acre offside. He needs to just get the ball out of his feet a little bit quicker there, and Marcus is in. Oh, is Kubo spotted? While Marcus Rashford, who has bags of pace and can often beat his man and always finds the back of the net. Of course he always finds the back of the net. We take the lead against Tottenham. Huge moment. Great ball from Kubo. Massive moment though. Really needed this. We really just can't let ourselves get into a big slump. We can't do that if we want to fight for the title. So this is huge. And that's pretty big from Bassey as well against Guri. Showing what we could do defensively. Flexing a little bit there. Rashford. Is that ball into Kubo? Gonçalves. Great defending. We actually looked at Gonçalves. He's a regen centre-back. He looks really good. Kaminsky has just absolutely dusted Led. But look at that from Pear Shears on his debut. Hoping we see a good performance from Tyler Adams in this one too. Like, having him back is pretty big in my eyes. Gibbs White though, what is that pass to Kubo? Unscathed at half-time. Comfortable? No. But unscathed, and we'll take that. This is such a rock-solid back line for Tottenham that it's always going to be difficult. So even that we're in this position is fantastic. Laird beats out Kaminsky there. I think that's actually the first time Laird's done that. We'll find Kubo. Kubo just wants to dink it in, doesn't he? He's always going to look for that on Rashford. But Bastoni is just... he's so good at the back. He's their captain now. He's been there for several seasons. So good. Get that one into Gio. Gio, quick footwork. Trying to find Kubo. Good footwork from Kubo. Oh, what a save. Deals is nice, man. Timo Werner now. Come on for Kaminsky. I actually think Kaminsky's had a good game. I thought Pear Shears was going to win that there, but I actually think Kaminsky's had a really good game. Gibbs White. Don't give him space. Don't stand off him. Can't quite find the back of the net there, but we're proving to still be able to create some chances against this ridiculous brick wall of a back line that Tottenham have. I am very happy with this scoreline right now. So just keep it like this. Just keep it like this. Yeah, I want a second goal. Of course I do. But I just want to win. So just keep it this scoreline if we have to. Torreira. Oh, that's too good. That is too good. Luckily, Torreira is offside. And he comes off now for Calvin Phillips. And this Tottenham side is juice. They got so many good players. Like, where the hell have they got all of these from? It's ridiculous how good this Tottenham side is. McKinney wins it back for Marcus. Oh, they're tracking. Oh, they didn't track well enough. They did not track well enough. What are we doing? Just a poor touch. You don't expect that from Marcus. Yeah, won that back. Gibbs White now. Across to Rashford. Surely. Rashford. Oh, he's just got over the bar. Oh, he was just whiskers away then. Bad news, though. Gio Reyna is going to have to come off. He's picked up a knock off the ball. We're going to bring some more pace. We're going to inject that in. I'm going to also bring on Gomez, too. We're just going to see what we could do here. I mean, holding on is the main goal. That's why Ortiz has come on. But I feel like there's a second goal for the taking. Don't let them spread the play that well. Because Timo Werner is a very quick football player. No. Don't let them play it inside. No. Get to that, Turner. Get to that, Turner. Oh, we'll see it out. We'll see it out. Blow up the full-time whistle. 1-0 Blackburn. I feel like there might have been more there, but at the end of the day, to go away to Tottenham and pick up a 1-0 win against Conte's side, I'm more than happy because this Tottenham squad is pretty tasty. So we start leaving the club. I don't know if we need somebody else. I don't feel like we do. We've still got a 34-man squad. I genuinely don't. We've got bid there for Ethan Laird. We're going to reject that, though, so we don't need to worry about that. But I really don't feel like we need else at CDM. I mean, to this point, I really don't. I think I'm very happy with what we've got. Though there's a few decent names on here that, I mean, could definitely have impacts in the team. I'm just happy with what we've got in the team, and it just means Ortiz plays more. We spent a lot of money on Ortiz, so him being a starter's huge. 4 weeks for Gio Reyna, though, which means he will most likely miss the first leg against Betis. That's huge. Bravo has got some big shoes to fill now. Fulham next in the league. It's going to be a quick sim. I've actually gone with the Grant up top and Rashford on the left combination, and it's another draw, man. We seem to be drawing a lot in the quick sim all of a sudden. Callum Grant did score, so did Gibb White, but kudos for Fulham, gets a brace, and Bete comes off injured. That's a really poor draw. We're starting to slump a little bit in terms of the sim. I'm definitely picking up way too many draws. We are still top of the table, though. It just means that we're letting teams kind of claw back on me a little bit now. Hopefully Bete's not out for too long. 4 weeks. A little bit frustrating. Another bid for Lewis. We keep getting bids left, right, and center for him. And keep turning him down. Really don't want to mess around with this squad that much in the window. I'm pretty happy with our harmony. Okay, we've got Forest coming up on the 29th. That smells like revenge to me. Milan in for Weston McKinney. I don't see in any way, shape, or form while we're fighting for the title that we let Weston go to Milan. So I'm going to reject this. If we weren't going to be a Champions League team next season, then maybe I'd have to think about it. But I'd be very shocked if we're not a Champions League team. Now, oh, okay. One of these two could be a B. See Musa, 375k. We'll sign him. Modest is 500. Okay, so we're going to sign both of them. And then from South Africa, there is one player here. But he does have, like, the hardest name I've ever seen to pronounce. Like, how the hell am I going to be able to pronounce that? But he might be good. Kind of have to hope they're not good. So Seka, not good. We're going to see him go. And then these two both look relatively promising, but this guy actually doesn't look that promising. I'm going to keep him in the academy for a minute, just kind of see how he progresses, but he doesn't look that promising. Because the likes of Cisse doesn't look too bad. I think he's a winger, though. Literally every position apart from CF, it says it's going to take forever to train him. I'm going to go with right mid and just see what happens. Whereas Modest, I mean, he's just super quick. He can't shoot to save his life, so he's definitely not a striker. I don't even think he's a winger because he can't shoot. We'll treat him as like an inverted left mid for now. It doesn't mean he's going to play that position because he is right-footed, but his weak foot is already free starter. Hopefully now with some time going, we can see if any of them actually turn out to be good for us. But let's focus on seeing if we can get some revenge against Forest then. That's my main focus now. Bravo, man. What a massive day. I'm actually going to give him the start, and I'm going to start Rashford up top. Callum Grant did score in the sim, but I'm going to go with Rashford. Gregory will come back in. Cannon, Bassi, Centellas, Laird. I mean, this is it. This is the squad that we love. It's the team that plays so well. I'm not going to mess around with that too much. I'm just super happy with it. Do you know what? I'm going to start Ortiz, though. I'm starting to favor Ortiz over Ad. I don't think we need to do anything else. Although looking at the squad, maybe we could use another winger. Maybe that's something to consider coming up towards deadline day. I'm going to leave that in your guys' hands because I want to get your feedback on what you think transfer-wise. I just don't think we need to do much. I think we just need to keep this run going and see where we can finish in the Premier League. And then once we got Champions League football, maybe we go a bit more wild. So all we need now is the sweet taste of revenge in this episode. That is exactly what we can get here against Nottingham Forest. All I want is just a little bit of revenge. None of that turning into Barcelona in the second half. In fact, we probably just need to score in the first half. Interestingly, for Forest, they've just signed Estevez. Don't know who that is, but if he's good, that might cause some problems. Milinkovic-Savic, I hate... Oh, my... Okay, we get lucky. It landed perfectly to him. Couldn't get the ball out of my feet. Cucho Hernandez, though, does put it wide. So, a little bit of luck there. I'm going to probably need that against Forest. The Forest just going to become my bogey side. It's just going to always struggle against Forest. I don't want that to be the case. You guys don't want that to be the case. But right now, it feels like that is going to be the case. We have won a really good free kick position, though, for Marcus Rashford here. Now, if you don't know, Rashford has been really good at these. So, let's see if I can score another... Oh, hit the crossbar. He's going to go in the end. It doesn't matter. Weston McKinney's there to knock it home, but I can't believe he hit the crossbar. It would have been so nice to have scored the free kick. We don't care, though, do we, to be honest? 1-0 is 1-0 at this point, but bounces off the line and back out. But McKinney's there. He's there to tap it home. He doesn't score many. 3. in 22 Premier League appearances. But that's not what he's there for. He's there to do the dirty work in the midfield. Unfortunately, in this game, doesn't track that stat. Doesn't track the tackles, the ball won back, possession won back would be a good one. That would be nice to be able to track. But we know he does it. We know he does a job there. A doozy. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Bassey, what are we doing? Bassey. Oh, Calvin Bassey. How have we just instantly let them straight back into the match? Oh, he just goes around me. Just goes around me like I'm not there. Well, that's just devastating. Absolutely and ultimately devastating. Are the Bravos in? Is Bravo in? Bravo's in! Okay, well, that's just, you know, 3 goals in the space of like 6 minutes. But do we care? Of course we don't, because we have the lead again. It's 2-1. What a ball for Marcus Rashford. I said it's a big moment for Bravo. Gio Reyna is out. The academy boy needs to be special now, because that's what Gio is. This is a good touch and finish. I'm not going to lie. Fair play to the young Chilean. Let's have more of that. Oh, he's been poked forward. Been poked forward. Morgans gives white. He's not selfish. Gregory! Ah, yeah, just don't go with your head, Gregor. Just honestly, mate, you kick that. That's because you can't head the football. We've all just found that out. Live on YouTube. We've all just found that out. You should be kicking it. You just don't head it. It's not your strength. You're not a header. You're a kicker. So next time, just kick it, please. 3-1 there would have been really nice. Just would have been really nice. And now we're back to the uncertainty of will Nottingham Forest at any given moment turn into prime Barcelona. I'm hoping they're not gonna. Ortiz, Bravo, played that beautifully to Rashford. Played it beautifully to Rashford. Oh, get it. Oh my God, he's there to tap in. Morgans gives white. It is 3-1. I don't care. We take those. It's scrappy goals today in this one. But do I care? No, because we need to win these games to stay top of the league. And I really want revenge against Nottingham Forest. Let's go on and score 4 or 5 now. We need to make them regret knocking us out of the cup. But what I'm starting to regret now is the fact that they score every time I bag a goal. Straight after. Instantly. That was instantly after. Near post. Infuriating. Really? Innit? Just infuriating. I mean, it's a really good finish, but Turner's got to save it. He charges out aggressively. Very aggressively. And nothing. And now, I mean, is it going to be 3-3? I hope not. We'll have a full-time whistle here at any minute, ref, please. I absolutely love that. 3 added on. You just can't be silly now at this point, can we? Just cannot be silly. And just keep the football. Just keep the football. Well in, Marcus. That's not what we wanted to do, Marcus. It's fine. Referee blows up anyway, regardless. 3-2. That wasn't comfortable. We didn't punish them, but we beat them. That's all that matters. Give us more 3 points. Keeps us still top. That's genuinely, that is all that matters right now, is it keeps us still top. These draws are piling up. They're frustrating, but it still keeps me top. And let's be honest, all I need to do is finish top 4. But the longer I can stay top, the better. Because at some point, if we slip up a lot, all the teams behind us are like super close on points. So you just can't afford to slip up low. Now, someone did ask if they could see player stats more. So here are the player stats for the Premier League. The top goal scorer right now in the Premier League is Marcus Rashford. That's not really any surprise, to be honest with you. Callum Grant's 13th as well, with very, very limited games played. He's probably got the best goal-to-game ratio. But top is Marcus. So proving to be a great signing, although he's having a bit of a slump. He's also top for assists. So this is by far Premier League player of the season kind of form for Marcus Rashford. Now, we still have a little bit of time left on the clock going into deadline day. I'm going to think about it a little bit. Maybe we do another deal. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Getting feedback definitely will help, but that is it for this one, boy. I appreciate the support as per usual. I know we are at the deadest of dead ends of FIFA right now, and the fact that a good amount of you still come and like the video and watch the video and comment means the absolute world, because I'm well aware that the views are probably going to be the worst now that they'll ever be on FIFA, the cycle that we have. So I completely understand if you guys aren't playing the game as much, but I love you all. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you for the next one.